A wedding is a celebration everyone sees, from the colors to the people, the music, the food, the dance, the guests. But so much more goes down quietly behind the veil. On this show, we understand that the wedding is more than just a ceremony. It is the families coming together. It is the traditions meeting. It is the promises and, of course, the sacred commitment. My name is Rachel Isaac, and I am so pleased to welcome you to the show where we go behind the scenes to bring to the fore all that goes down behind the veil. This is Behind the Veil with Ray.
Behind the veil with Ray. Behind the veil with Ray. Behind the veil with Ray. Behind the veil with Ray. Behind the veil with Ray. Behind the veil with Ray.
Before we meet our guests for today, I would like you to meet the beautiful bride that I am representing today. I'm sure, of course, from my buba and my unconventional old leku, because you can be an unconventional bride. Why not if you can? And of course, my gelis kentele and my babes. You can tell for sure that I am representing the Yoruba bride. So if you're looking to be an unconventional Yoruba bride on a budget, then this is the look for you. Now let's get the show started. But first, let's meet our guests for today. Stay with us. This show is proudly brought to you by Upscale Quarters. Welcome back to the show where we take you behind the scenes and we bring to light all that goes down behind the veil. I like to say that this is the show where we help prepare your hearts just as you prepare your halls. Yeah, and I'm super excited about my guests for today. They are not only brides on the show, they are wedding vendors. To my immediate left, I have one of my best friends for years now. It's been a long time. I have Mrs. Iye Oni. Iye is a wife and a mom. She's also a fashion designer. And then to my farther left, I have Mrs. Jane Abereko. That's it, right?
Abereko.
Abereko. Forgive me for murdering
It's
your
fine.
surname. It's so good to have you here. So Jane is a celebrity makeup artist. She is a mom. She is a wife. It's so good to have you here. I feel like I'm on the show with my sisters
Yes.
today.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're talking about brides and weddings and marriages and all of that. But first, on this show, what we do is we represent different tribes. So I'm representing the Yoruba bride today. Who are you representing?
Who am I representing?
Just the wedding guests. But you're actually
I'll-
okay. Look, it's giving Yoruba, modern, contemporary, Yoruba.
I'll
And who
say
are you
rich
representing?
auntie, wedding guest, rich auntie vibes.
I know. Okay. So we're talking about weddings. Let's go down memory lane. I know that it's going to be your 10th anniversary in a couple of weeks. How many
Wow.
days? Couple of days. What?
Wow.
And it's going to be your 9th.
No, 7th.
7th. Oh, okay. Great. That's very interesting. Tell me what it's like to have been married for 10 years.
Well, I've been married for a few days. I won't say 10 years. And I would say my marriage has been bliss. My marriage, it has been nothing but peaceful. Being married to a military man can be a bit challenging, but with God.
All things are possible. I
With
know.
God. And then, yes, all things are possible.
All things are possible. All right. And you, 7 years. Yeah.
Now that I think about it, it's like 7 years. It feels like it was just yesterday. And, time really goes by fast when you're not really paying attention.
True.
So, for me, I would say marriage has really taught me a lot. So, prior to one of the major things that I had to learn in marriage is like the whole not going to bed angry with one another. when we're still dating, you can be upset and you're like, I'm going to my father's house. Where do you want to go? Like, you're literally going to sleep in the same bed. So, like, marriage has taught me, forgiveness. You have to keep choosing your partner over and over again. So, yeah, 7 years, still choosing the same person.
Okay, so let's go down memory lane for a bit. Let's talk about the wedding day. I wasn't at your wedding, but we're going to talk about it. But I was at your wedding. So let's talk about what it was like planning the wedding and the wedding happening. Let's talk about you being a little girl. Also, to you, ask the same question. When she's done answering, just answer. You as a little girl, you had your dream look. You knew what you wanted your dress to look like. That day, you had it in your head because you watch movies and you're just like, this is how I want to look on my wedding day. So you had the what you wanted versus what you got. So if you were to compare what you wanted versus what you eventually got, would you say that it was close?
Well, on my wedding day, I was, like you say, I was one of the
Calmest.
calmest bride. Yes. I I didn't have
Anxiety?
any anxiety. I didn't have any picture in my head what I want my wedding to look like. But I just wanted to be good. On my wedding day, I was on my sandals. Yes, I was on my flat sandals and I rocked my wedding. I enjoyed my wedding. And I mean, looking at the pictures today again still gives me the same, whatever is going on right now is still what I had 10 years ago.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. And you, Jane?
Um,
What you wanted versus what you got? Any similarities? Was it
yeah, I
close?
think there were similarities, and I think it was because I trusted my events planner. The
Oh.
only hiccup I had was with food, the caterer, and that was
Food.
because I left my mom to handle that one.
Oh.
But but everything, I think, to me, everything went the way the event planner showed me, because I had all the old 3D everything. So I don't think anything went sideways aside from the caterer leaving before my wedding ended.
All right, so now let's take it to your profession. So we're going to talk about you as a makeup artist and you as a fashion designer. So my first question to you would be: so you were someone who didn't have anxiety. You were very calm on your wedding day. What would be advice to someone who is just someone who has had a lot of panic attacks leading to that day? How would you tell them to handle anxiety and even prepare for that wedding? Because of course, I mean, when it was your turn, you just slayed it.
I would say to that young girl, to that lady, it is not worth it. It's not. Enjoy yourself. Put yourself first. You and your spouse first. Forget the crowd. Leave them. Let them do their thing. Enjoy that day. Because you will always remember that day. You will always tell your kids about that day. And it's a memory that will always be in your head. Just enjoy that day. Leave every other thing. Enjoy it. Let it be about you and your spouse. If it's for you to just invite 10 persons, it's okay. There's no need for the crowd. No need for me. If it's going to make you happy, I enjoyed myself on my wedding day. And today I am happy I did that. I was married to a naval officer. We had the whole sword crossing, the whole march, the whole ceremony. That was for them. When they asked me to walk in, I just walked in. I just wanted to be with my husband, to have a good marriage. I was even fasting on that day.
I remember.
It was just about us putting so much energy on wedding, and in a week or two, you guys are divorced already. What's the point? I think the whole energy and everything,
it's not worth it. Unnecessary.
It's
not
really
worth
not
it.
necessary. And I'd like to add to
Okay.
what she said. I honestly agree that, investing so much in wedding, which is just one day, versus investing in like the marriage. People put in so much, money, and just like they want the perfect wedding. There's nothing wrong with
Sure.
wanting the perfect wedding, but I feel like you should invest more in like the timeless things, like the pictures, those things that you always go back to. Understand? And then the memories you're having with, your husband, making with your husband. what if other people have not eaten? It shouldn't really bother you. Another thing is delegating, like let someone else handle it so that you don't have the anxiety on you and thinking,
Mm,
oh, this person has. Don't let anybody disturb you with all that information on your wedding day.
mm.
Just focus on getting like good pictures. You make sure your makeup is timeless, that kind of stuff.
Right.
Content creation. Those are the things I should really
Yeah,
focus on,
yeah.
because you will go back to those pictures, you go back to those videos, and remind yourself. But you see what other people has eaten. I
I'm
really,
telling
there is no.
you,
I'm
that's
telling you,
what makes up the list. Guests.
see,
Yeah.
pe-
Takes the most
the
money.
funny thing is 90% of those people you don't even know them personally. They're probably like friends
Friends
of.
or
I feel
family.
like the wedding is even more for the parents, not even for, because the husband and wife, they just want to get married, like just join us together. That's basically what's on our mind. We really don't care what is going on.
Hmm. Okay, so I want to ask you this
Okay.
question as a makeup artist now. What mistakes do brides make when choosing their wedding look?
Hmm. So one of the major mistakes is you see this look on somebody, the person has a totally different face structure, person has a different, facial features, and even with like hairstyling. This is because I know that makeup and hairstyling, they go hand in
Hand
hand.
in
There
hand,
needs to be a
yes.
synergy.
Yeah.
So you see this particular bride, and then she has like maybe she uses her natural hair, and she has this like sleek backbone, and then you don't really have that hairline for it, and you want to do that too. So when that is already off, it kind of puts off the makeup too somehow. And you're
Hmm.
insisting that, oh, you want bright under eye. Like sometimes it's good to go for like actual professional bridal makeup artists, because they can convince you politely that, oh, okay, I see your reference, but with all due respect, I do not think that this would
Work.
look good on
Mm-hmm.
you.
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like makeup artists and well, the bride should always consult with the makeup artist and get their opinion too. Don't just insist that this is what I want. Oh, I look at this bride, this is what I want, and then just paste it. It might not work for your facial features. And yeah, and even with hairstyling, you need to bring everybody together. So we have like
The
sometimes we have to
synergy.
see you and even like tell you, okay, this would work. Hairstyle, I think you should like, we should even meet and discuss what will suit you based on what the energy that we see that you exude and all that.
Okay, so are you saying that you have like you have like rehearsals? Do you have like
Yes, we
makeup?
do makeup
You do
trials.
makeup
Yes, we do
trials?
bridal trials. So
Oh.
it depends on. So the thing with bridal makeup industry is that it's, we have different packages. So
Oh.
if you want like the exclusive, the what's it called, the main hair, it comes with bridal trial. Some people don't want bridal trial, they just want, oh, come on that day, do my
I just
makeup,
my
which
makeup.
is fine, no problem. That's why you also need to, if you're working with something like that, you need to work with a makeup that has like years of experience. So
Hmm.
with when they see you, they can already
Hmm.
tell, okay, this is what's
Hmm.
going to work.
Hmm.
They'll talk to the hairstylist, can I know what the hairstyle is like, and then work from there. But if you're just, oh, I want this, it might not end well.
Okay, and I'll ask you the same question. What mistakes do brides make when choosing their dress?
Mm. Well, I would typically say this. I would advise new brides
Mm-hmm.
that are yet to do their
About to get
wedding,
married.
about to get married, should be careful about their cleavage. Why? Why do you just want to pop everything out? It doesn't look good on in the
Mm.
picture. Doesn't look good. After everything, then you're seeing your picture. You might not even want it.
Yeah.
You trust me, it is ugly. It's not fine.
Oh, so
Why
that's
do
a
you want to
mistake that
pour
they
all of
make.
your cleavage out,
Hmm.
all in the name of you want to look good on your
Mm.
wedding day?
Right.
Hmm.
That is a no
It's not a
for
good
me.
look. Okay,
Mm-mm.
and then she said something about makeup trials. Do you also have that for I know some people have that, yes. So how
It
early should be
depends.
the question? How early should a wedding dress start? How early should you start making a wedding dress?
I would say
How
two
early
months.
before the wedding? Two
Yes, I
months.
would say
Okay.
2 months because we have lots of fittings. We have we might fit for we might do like 3 to 4 fittings
Mm-hmm.
before the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, we have to be very careful. Some brides might be pregnant.
Mm.
And if you give
Oh,
them 3 months, they might still be heavy
yeah.
along the line. But I would say 3 months because of the fittings, the beading. She
Mm.
might change her mind
Mm.
on the dress. Oh, this does not look good. So we have to. And again, they might even, some brides, they want to wear 4 dresses on that day.
Mm. Wow. Okay. This show is proudly brought to you by Upskill Quarters. So let's play our first game. It's called the 20 seconds game. I'm just going to ask you questions, or should I say like they're like phrases or incomplete sentences, and then you're just going to complete it based on your personal experience. It's very easy. It's very,
Fun.
very easy. So I'll just say something. I can say something like, two can play that.
Game.
Great. See, as easy as ABC. Okay. So you answer, and then after she answers, you will do same, and then move on to the next one. It's just a couple of questions, just about 10 questions, and we're good to go. All right, so let's do this. Your time starts now. Marriage taught me that.
You have to choose one another.
And you?
I have to say sorry.
Okay, before I got married, nobody told me that.
That you will cook tire.
And you?
That you'll be doing that thing every night.
What is?
You know.
I know. And one thing I had to unlearn in marriage is
You go.
Um,
Let me think about it.
you 20
Selfishness.
seconds. You had to unlearn
Selfishness,
selfishness.
yeah.
Okay, and you?
I had to unlearn my mood swings.
Like, because you have to move on with life, yeah. And the hardest adjustment for me was
I think the adjustment from being just me to now having a child. That's shift for me.
Okay, and you?
Reality check. I mean, I'm married to a military man. In a year, I might not even see him.
Wow.
Yes. So it was really hard. It was a very hard adjustment.
Okay.
I'm still not adjusted. I'm still learning.
Wow, looking at 10 years. Wow. Okay. So if I could give my single self one warning, it would be
One warning out of all the warnings. One warning.
One warning, yes.
Single self.
Yes.
Like when I was single.
Yes, one warning. Based on all that you know now about marriage, of course. Okay, I see what's happening here. If you don't want to cast yourself at all. All right, so let's move away from that. The most underrated part of marriage is?
Underrated part.
Yeah.
For me, I think it's the peace, knowing that I will always get home to, that peace
Someone.
of that warmth that the home brings.
And you?
Underrated is the respect you give to your husband. I think it is really underrated.
Okay. So one lie social media tells about marriage is
that let's not go out there. I said this
It's just
this feminism is a very big scam. Yes. Except you don't just want to have peace in your marriage.
And you?
I think one of the things that social media has painted marriage to be is that everything has to be rosy. Like there are no what's it called?
I'm not seeing rosy on social media.
You're
what
not
I
seeing
am
rosy?
seeing.
Well, the thing is,
it's not rosy again. No?
Yeah, but the thing is, it looks there's like this show.
Perfect picture.
Yeah, there's a perfect picture until it's now actually.
They always act like marriage is picture perfect
until something
God,
actually
God,
happens and like you can't hide it
Maybe
anymore.
What I'm getting on social media
is different. You're on the other side of
social media. Everybody's just trying to be like, oh, my man is perfect, and meanwhile you're hearing something that your man, like you're hearing it, but the wife you're showing my man is this. Do you understand? I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say.
I get you.
You know the gist. You know this man's gist, but then what the wife is showing is something else.
Don't we know this person on social media?
you get?
Let's move on.
Is
Let's
it
move
not
on.
in my DMs?
And do you understand? Like, this is the person in my DM. Like, why is his wife
Not-
acting like the most
Exactly.
perfect man in the world? Okay, so
Exactly.
let's move away from that game quickly. So there's something that you touched on briefly. We're going to talk about it, yeah. So I've noticed that just as you said that people like to glamorize marriage and all of that, we don't also talk. I feel like there's a silence culture around having kids, postpartum, being tocophobic. Like it took me how many years? I was in my 30s. I'm still in my 30s. Yeah, by the way, when I realized that there's something called tocophobia, fear of pregnancy and childbirth. So why is it that people don't talk about all of the pain that women have to go through, birthing a child, losing your body, trying to feel like your partner's partner again, being a mom, being their partner, being a wife, still being the girl, and then still chasing your dreams actively. So we'll talk about this, kids, briefly. How did having kids change the game in your marriage? And how would you help a new mom find balance?
Do you want to go first?
Who wants to go first?
My first child, she's going to be 9. And it was really tough when I had her. It was really tough. I got home and it was so bad that I wanted to steal her one night, pack her things, and go out. Because I felt with all this pain I went through having this child, nobody deserved to share this child with me. I'm going to leave this man and run away. I was gradually falling into depression from the pain I had. Of course, I had her through vaginal, and I had so much pain. I had so much what's that here? What do they call that here again? Episiotomy that did not even heal on time. Having the second child, I went through cesarean, which was much more easier for me. It was much more easier for me. In short, the first one, before my husband could even touch me, I didn't allow him.
Wow.
No. No way.
Wow.
No. Our sex life, it just went down the drain. I don't allow him touch me. Why do you want to touch me? I'm not even finished healing there. In my head, I have healed, but in my head, please don't come close.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
Don't. I didn't allow him touch me for the moment my daughter clocked 1. The touch he touched me was what?
What about the second one?
The second one. It was then the trauma. It was a mess. It was a mess. But it was all in my head.
Yeah.
It was all in my head. If I was a bit calm, if I had people, because there are lots of things women don't tell women.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
They
wondering
let
why
you-
that.
Lots of things
why that
women don't
happens.
tell women. I remember when I had Ella, I sat you down. I
Yeah.
had to tell her, see, these people are lying. This is how it is. It is so painful. This is what you will go through. I had to call you to sit down.
Yeah, I remember that talk.
And be selfish with yourself.
Yeah.
Yes. I went through a lot. And then with the go through a lot, I still had number 2. The third one, I had a miscarriage. Oh, it was so much pain. I still had another one. Yeah. So there's this thing, I don't know, God just puts in your head. Just forget the whole thing. He did it. You
But you
will
just need
still
to
feel
cope.
it.
Still
Yes,
feel
you just be
it.
feeling, so
That's how it changed your marriage.
it changed my marriage.
Affected sex.
Yes, it affected our sex life. It affected
Did
how
it affect your friendship did it affect you as friends? Because I knew you were friends for a very long time.
It affected a lot, a whole lot. You're not married to your brother. You're not married to your cousin. You're not married to a bloodline. It is when you are married, that's when your eyes will clear that he is a total stranger. Yes. No matter how long you guys have dated, for me, my own opinion, when you
Let it let you know what I
Let
feel
it
like
marinate.
let it sing. So you, what
Marinate
was your personal struggle when
with
you had
postpartum.
your child?
So I had my son via C-section, and um it was hard for me. She said the second time was easier for her, but so it's different, I guess.
Yeah.
Different people, but for me it was, well, compared to other people that I knew, I feel like I healed faster because I had to do my research, find things that will help me heal faster, like stay away from sugar totally, take walks. So I heard all those things help you heal faster. So I did that. But in terms of postpartum, upstairs, like your head mentally, um I wouldn't say I went on to full blown postpartum depression, but I felt different in the sense that I felt like now my whole life now revolved around this person now.
Hmm.
So now when people even come to see me, they're not like coming to see me as me, they're coming to see me because of
The
the
baby.
baby, right? So also I had to stop working, so my own money, my own means of making
Stopped
money stopped
coming.
coming. So I had to
Yeah.
now depend. And I'm the kind of person, like, I'm a first daughter. So I've been
very
used to,
independent.
exactly, very, very
Responsibility of
independent. So
independency.
having to now, be comfortable with just waiting for, my husband to just, if I need someone, I have to tell him. It was not easy for me to just accept like that. you know Another thing that, so with not working, so aside from being a makeup artist, I am also like a content creator, influencer.
Yeah.
So all those jobs stopped coming, and then I was now, it was like my whole identity changed, because I now started having new, people started seeing me differently. So all those fine girl, fine girl, fine girl, now people are seeing me as somebody's mother. So I was not getting content with, come and promote my breast pump. It was just
Hmm.
milk, mom, mom. And I'm like, okay, so,
This is my life now.
like, Jane, you're not Jane anymore. You're now
Oh.
Mama Z. So you need to. So it took me a while to just quickly adjust. And then another thing with, like, in terms of, relationship with my husband, it felt as though my husband, at some point, I don't know, it just felt as though my husband was not doing enough for me, in the sense that this thing was taking too much of me. Like, I would have to, this boy is feeding off me my whole time, everything.
Hmm.
And then, like, it just takes the grace of God, because at some point I felt like I said, even, despising my husband, like, why are you sleeping? This boy is crying. You can't tell me you can't hear this boy is crying. Like,
Oh.
he's literally crying and you're snoring, and then I have to get up and pick him up, and oh my god, that newborn phase, it wasn't funny, because I had to do that while still healing.
Yeah.
My mom helped. My mom tried her best to help, but at the end of the day, it's still the mother that faces
So
everything.
I want to ask a question here. Why is marriage, so with all of these struggles that we go through as women, so why is it that marriage is still seen as an achievement rather than a responsibility, especially in this climate?
Hmm.
Why don't we talk about these things? Why do we see someone who says, "Oh, once I just marry"? I mean, I'm just like,
Mm-mm.
is it? And like, why do you think marriage is still seen as an achievement and not a responsibility?
I don't know.
Those ones seeing it as an achievement, they
Achievement.
are not married yet.
Yes, once you enter the marriage, you
Yes,
know
they
that
are not
it's
married
not
yet.
it's not like that.
They
Hmm.
are not
Because
married.
even
Marriage is not that. It's not
it's not
even
bad.
bad.
It just
Okay.
takes two people to
Marriage
learn how
is
to
not
partner.
even bad. It's not bad at all. You have to move. You have to go to the next stage.
Yeah,
You
it
have
helps for
to.
growth.
It helps
Yes,
for
it
growth,
helps
Helps
for
for
yes.
growth.
growth.
I
Yeah.
also feel like marriage is, like you said, people glamorize marriage and say, oh, it's an achievement. It's not really an achievement, because people can even decide that, oh, they don't really want to put the marriage, title. They don't put that marriage tag, and then just, be exclusive, and that works so fine. But because of this, we're in Africa, you just have to make it official, and just, you know make sure. And also because, as Christians, God has ordained marriage as, that's union. Yeah,
Yeah.
sanctified marriage. So you need to. But for, like, the Westerners, they do it, they don't decide they don't want to get married, and then maybe when they are bored later of each other, they just move on. You don't have to go through the stress of divorce. That's them. But I just feel like people should not see marriage as an achievement. Just see it as, like, something that you go into, because you're going to learn. Even for instance, now, during the whole postpartum, my husband had to learn so many new things about me. Like she said, before we had sex, after postpartum, like, you have to be gentle, learn how to
Relearn,
exactly relearn so
yes.
many things. So marriage is not something that you will just decide that okay, you want to into marriage, you're not ready to put in the work. It's not just something that yes, marriage. They say marriage is the only institution where you get you get your certificate at the beginning, not at the end of it. So like once you enter, oh you have
You have
entered.
entered.
Once you enter, you have entered.
I'm telling you.
So,
Okay,
yeah.
still on how we glamorize marriage, or still on how we perceive marriage in this climate. Do you think that the African culture prepares women and teach them how to endure marriage rather than build it? Because like just as I said to you earlier, like so I was having a discussion with someone recently, and the person was like, oh, they're in their home. Only the girls were taught how to wash plates, how to cook, but the boys they just teach them to be men. Try to work. Nobody is saying, no, you're going to be a partner to a girl someday. So you have to also learn these things. Your wife who was once a girl would have babies, and you're expected to take care of the home until she heals. So do you think that is an African culture thing, and that do they promote or kind of psych women to believe that they have to endure marriage rather than build it?
Okay, I would say charity begins at home.
Mm.
Mhm. It all depends on how I and my husband, how we are an example to the children. Yes, we have kids growing up.
They're
They are
watching
watching
everything.
us.
Yeah.
How do your husband treat you? How
Mm.
do your wife treat your husband?
Mm. So you're saying it's not just about what the
Mm-mm.
society
I
It
don't
does, it's
is
think it's
about
a slice. I think
it
it's
is
what they
people.
what your
see.
parents,
I
it is
think
what you watch
yeah.
your parents do.
Mm.
That's what you are going to go and do.
Mm.
Now we are very, very intentional, I and my husband. He even brought it up. We have to be intentional for
Yeah.
these kids. If we want them to be better as men and women,
They need to see it from the
they have
house.
to see it from us.
Yeah.
And we are very, very intentional about that.
That's good.
Very, very intentional. Thank God for my husband.
My
I
husband.
agree.
I need to. I can't wait to start saying my husband. My husband this. My
I actually,
husband that. My husband
yes,
this. Yeah.
yes, he's
So
very
I
intentional.
want to ask a
Okay.
quick question about
Mhm.
weddings, and then we'll just wrap this up quickly. Okay. What is something that couples obsess over during the wedding prep that becomes completely irrelevant after 6 months of marriage?
During the wedding prep, like for the wedding
Yes,
itself.
for the wedding. Something that people obsess over
I don't know.
that 6 months into the marriage are just like, oh well, all these things don't matter.
Still the whole crowd.
How you're
Who should,
perceived,
should we
what do
invite
I
people
this?
feel like
Oh, we
think.
have to go and meet this. Oh, we have to go and call this.
see
These people have to be here. They must be here. The man have to sing and shout my name. The man have to. There's no need. And then the money being spent on the whole
to
wedding
entertain
thing.
people that you don't know.
Then after 6 months, you'll be like, why did we even
Why did
waste
you
so
spend
much
so much
money?
money?
That's one reason. Shout out to my man, by the way. From the onset, he made it clear,
Mm-hmm.
you know, when families are trying to say, oh, they want big, he
Yeah.
stood his ground and said, well, this is what my wife wants. She
Mm.
doesn't want a big wedding. She
Mm.
doesn't like, we're not doing more than 200 guests. And he stood by it. So I feel like it just depends on the person.
Yeah.
I didn't have there was no anxiety or like we
Mm.
looked at, oh, this thing has to be like this.
Mm.
We did what we wanted to do. It came out the way we wanted to do, and then we moved on. We didn't have to do
Enjoyed
any
your life.
after party. People were saying, oh, is that not, our wedding was so interesting. People were like, is that not after party? I was like, I want to go sleep and then
go,
go house. What's
bruh.
after party? So we just, I don't know. I just feel like if you know what you want and stand your ground, even your parents won't be able to like, because you are the one spending the money, except they are the one sponsoring it, then they can, influence how they want the wedding to be. But as long as it's your money,
Mm.
that's what we did though. It was our money. We're the one paying for everything. So you can't tell us you want us to feed 2 million people and we're the one.
Yeah.
Nah.
It just sounds like a lot of work. So for the final lap, I'm going to ask you like individual questions. So before I ask you the individual questions, I feel like you skipped the question about wanting your younger
Yeah,
self. So I'm going to
yeah.
ask you again, but I'm going to just like tweak it. So if you could advise your younger selves before your wedding day, what would you say? Because there's someone watching right now who's just saying, okay, can they just say something, speak to me? I need a sign. What do I prioritize? What do I just look away from? Totally. So this is going to be very brief, and then we'll just round up.
Okay, so let me go first.
Yes, please.
Okay, so if I was talk to my younger self
About the wedding.
about wedding,
Yeah, advice.
I won't really say my younger self because I did what I wanted to do. If I tell you that my wedding dress was from AliExpress, my wedding dress was not up to 50K. So, like I told you, I was not planning on spending all that money for a 1 day event. I'm not going to wear the wedding dress again. Although I want my wedding dress, but for content. I use it for content. I'm a content creator. But to spend like millions on my wedding dress when I know I'm not going to maybe sell it, So I just didn't see it as important to me at that time. So I would rather, advise instead of, spending so much money on the wedding day, why not like invest in properties, memories, honeymoon, travel with your partner, create memories, do do
even
things,
the
buy a
first day of the
car,
marriage.
something that
Yes.
you will see after the wedding, not just spend it on that one day. That after that day, some people will still tell you that they did not eat, even with plenty food. They'll still tell you they did not eat, they didn't see drinks. So I don't know. I just feel like people need to stop obsessing over one. If we have to do a throw a party, fine. If you can afford the throw a party, but
By
if you
all
can make it
means.
just
Yeah,
one,
by all
not that you want
means.
to do bridal shower, you have to throw a big party for bridal shower. You want to do well, if you have the money, I'm not the one that will tell you how to spend your money. But
Do
I'm
you
just
know?
saying,
Do you get? Do you get? And you, if you could advise your younger self before your wedding day, I feel like you also had like an easy breezy
Yes,
day.
very easy
Yes,
breezy.
I feel
or
like
maybe if you could
we
advise a
have that
younger, yeah, you
in
guys have
common. We
that in
just
common.
didn't stress so much about what we couldn't control. Just did what we wanted.
Okay, so maybe I should just ask the final questions
Okay.
then. So, if you could remove one illusion that people have about weddings and marriage, what would it be?
Answer. I just asked
Yeah.
me one.
One misconception, one thing that this is what they think it is, but when you enter your eye, go tear. If you had to make it into one thing, what would that one thing be?
That marriage is not bed of roses. Yes, and you have to walk the walk for it to work.
Ooh.
Word.
Clack, 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 clack. Work the work for it to work.
Yes, you have to walk the walk for it to work. You are not perfect. He is not perfect. You are not even you are the same way you are looking at that guy, that's the same way he might be looking at you. So two of you should walk the walk. So before the wedding, before the marriage, I would say they should spend more time themselves, more time to be intentional about what they want, planning for their marriage already, how they want it, and they should be together. No third party. No, my mommy said, my daddy said, my sister is involved. Don't bring anybody to the house. You
Just the
guys
two
have
of
just
you.
started you guys are just about to start your life. So it should just be you and your husband.
Husband
Move in,
and wife. And
learn,
that's the family.
enjoy
All right.
your life.
And you, the final question. If you were to advise a couple on what to prioritize in their relationship that will help their marriage stand stronger, what would it be?
In their relationship, I think
Yes,
they
what to
should
prioritize?
already okay, prioritize. If you know you're going to end up in marriage, I think you should start doing marriage counseling early.
How early? How early now?
How early? It
Before the
depends.
proposal or after the engagement?
No, immediately the proposal. From the proposal, just
Just
start. From the proposal, just start. And then another thing you should prioritize is like your finances, because that's another thing that can shake marriages
Yeah.
when money is not coming. Because there'll be times where okay, like I said before, when I gave birth, my own income stopped. My husband had to hold the ground. There was a time when my husband like had issues and I was still working, So, there are some times when things like that can happen and then the woman will now be like, oh, why am I now? I don't know. Women, we don't like stress. We don't like being the one to, but marriage will teach you that, regardless, this man held you down, before. So what is stopping you from holding him down right now? You'll be the one to step up and take care of the house, take care of the household. And then so you just need to prioritize your finances. Know that okay, this is because finance, like I said, finances is one of the things that can actually make a
or
marriage
break.
hit rock bottom. So that, and another thing is like sex life. Sex is like the fuel for marriage. I can't believe I'm saying this because when I started, like, I used to run. I'm like, guy, calm down. Is that why you married me? Is it just because of a poem? Like, calm down. But I had to meet. We had to meet in the middle, find something that works for both our schedules. Like, and just find a way to always reignite. If you can do date, even you don't have to go out to do date now. You can just light a candle in the house, scented candle. Just
Have like
date
dates.
each other again. Yeah, to
Okay.
just
Important.
yes. So you need to prioritize that. If not, you just end up you just find out that you guys are not like flatmates, housemates, just co-parenting.
Let's say that. Yeah.
So you need to prioritize, being intentional about still dating each other even while married. And when kids now come in the picture, you should not, especially because it's very easy for the woman to just lose herself, and also even divert all her love to the children and forget that these kids will grow up and they will leave, and then it's just you and your husband.
Yeah, and your husband.
So you need to prioritize, being intentional and saying, okay, I'm not going to direct all my love to my kids. Yes, I love them, but my husband is still very much important. Yes, it's still very much important. He was there before they came. So yeah, you need to prioritize that and be very intentional, because it's very easy for you to forget and you're just, but once in a while, remind yourself, give yourself checks. Oh, have I been sweet to my husband today? Have I sent him a sweet text? Have I, those, have I prayed for him today? Just little things. They matter.
So me, I have a question. So there's something you said, which was one of the first things that you talked about, how they say don't go to bed angry.
Yes.
Does that thing really work? Like,
Yes.
so tell me that if you actually go to bed angry, because I have bad character. I want to go to bed
you have
angry.
I
You
was like
can't
that
go to
too.
bed
You
angry.
can't go to bed angry.
You shouldn't go to bed angry.
So when I'm upset, what do I do with the anger?
You have to talk it out. So let me tell you something that worked for me. So I'm someone that I don't like uncomfortable conversations. My husband is someone that when the thing is happening, he wants to address it there and then. And for me, I don't like addressing it there because I can now start shouting, and blow things out of proportion. So what I found what works for me was to, instead of just going to bed angry, I could just leave and then I will go and I might be in another room and I'm texting him and telling him I don't like it. So because I can't say it to his face without being
shouting.
so I put it in words and like text it to him. So I can write a whole, what they call textbook. When they say you are sending textbook, I'm writing a whole textbook, and then he reads it and then he responds. And then at that time, our tempers are like going down before we eventually see, and then we're talking about, and then we settle. So before we go to bed, sometimes we even have that conversation. But now I've kind of graduated now to he's the one that starts the conversation now, but because he knows that I've now been matured, like I've gotten to this maturity that I can now handle
Your
at least
emotions.
answering him back and talking back and saying, okay, I've heard what you said, but this is how it made me feel. But before I could not do that. When we just got married, I couldn't do that. I would just be defensive and just So yeah.
Thank you so much. I feel like I've learned. I just feel like now I'm ready to get married. I just like do you know I know about marriage? Do you know I know what to do when I'm upset and I can't stand you because I want to scream. Yeah, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Behind the veil with Ray.
One lucky couple is about to eat real good this season and relax even better. I'm talking lunch for 7 days a week and the trip to 3 African countries all in 1 week. Who will this lucky couple be? We'll find out at the end of the season. All this is made possible by Upscale Quarters.
Behind the veil with Ray.
Before you go, we have this love basket, and at the end of the season, one lucky couple will win lunch for a week and a weekend getaway. So what you're going to do to qualify is you're going to, on this piece of paper, write your name. Yeah, your name and your husband's name, of course. And then you're going to do same. Yeah, so at the end of the day, it could be you. You never know. You never
Okay.
know. Yeah.
Fingers
So
crossed.
let's do this. So briefly, you write your name. Yeah, and you do same. Thank you. Okay, so we've come to my favorite part of this show. So we have a tradition here where the husbands and the wives, the bride and the groom, would renew their vows. So we just feel like life can get really busy, things can get really tough, kids can get in the way. Sometimes you're not even sure if you love this person. Another time, so they're the best thing after sliced bread. So on this show, we just want that you can look into each other's eyes and be reminded of the love that you had before you decided to make this a forever thing. And because we knew for sure that your partners were not going to be on the show, we decided to bring them to the show.
Lovely.
So we have we have messages from your spouses, from your husbands, and they couldn't be here. We tried to make them come here, but of course they send their love. And yeah, so I'm going to start with you. We have a message from your husband. We have a video from him. So yeah.
How did you do that?
Hey babe, I wish I was there to tell you this face to face, but I'm not there, so I'm just gonna tell you over the phone. So, from the first moments where I actually took my time to stare at you, look at you, I knew from that moment I was going to end up with you, and I made sure I worked my way so hard to spend the rest of my life, my time with you. And it's all these years. One of the things that I'm grateful for is to thank God that you came into my life. You've given me a lot of meaning and to do many things to become the man that I am today. Loving you has actually made me learn so much about life and how loving someone can really develop the next person. Um, I I don't know how to say this, but I love you with all my life. You are my inside and outside. You know everything about me. Even when we have issues and quarrels and misunderstanding, I still will choose you over and over again. You're the best thing that has happened to me. One of God's greatest gifts that has come into my life. You've made my life the perfect meaning to live. Like so many times where I've been down and I just think about you, the mood shifts and I just want to be happy. I know sometimes that we've had our differences and the two of us can be like really crazy and act like weird, but in the end, it's still you that I would choose to spend the rest of my life with. So I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to love you and staying with me all this while, even with my craziness and all. I love you for who you are. I love you so much and thank you. Thank you. I just pray for more years with you, more years of experience to know you more. Even though I've known you for like 9 years, I still want to still spend the rest of my life with you. You are the best thing. The best thing, your character, your personality, everything. You are just super unique. And you're like, I can't even explain it, but you are the definition of God's perfection. And I want to thank you for loving me. Thank you, love.
Oh, like me with my makeup, please. You don't want to ruin your face.
So sweet. God, when? No, you're my inside and my outside. I love it so much. And yes,
It's crazy that he always finds a way to like say this almost every day, but it just never gets old. It never loses a shock value.
All right. So yeah, we reached out to your husband. I was like, it's the 10th anniversary and all of that. So you are going to read this note. You better not cry on the show because
Aw.
he sent this. He couldn't do a video according to him. He said he was working and all of that. It was-
Aww.
yeah, he couldn't get to make a video and all. And then he sent you something really sweet. He sends his love. See? Yeah, so
Oh.
happy anniversary, darling.
Mm.
Yeah. So you're going to read this note. How you cannot read my makeup on this show. Do you want me to help you read the note? Or do you want to read it yourself? Can I read for her? Alright. Oh, I'm going to break down. To Iye,
Aww.
every day with you feels like a quiet victory in my life. Your love steadies me. Your smile strengthens me. and thought of you makes every moment worth more than it was before. Thank you for your unwavering support, your deep understanding, and the peace you bring into our home. Thank you for being my friend, my sister in spirit, a wonderful mother, and my trusted life partner. I am proud of the woman you are, grateful for the love we share, and thankful every day that I get to call you mine. Here's a promise to loving you till forever. I pray God keeps us together in His love, in good health and prosperity. Yours forever with all my love.
So touching.
I know.
Oh, Femi. It has not been easy marrying a military man. He has been I am supposed to be the one carrying on, but he has been the backbone even while he's not around. He has put so much effort in this marriage to make sure it works.
It's okay.
I know people that have given up in their marriage and all, but this guy is the reason why this marriage is standing today, and God. And I appreciate him so much.
Yes, going to hear. Oh, happy
Thank you,
anniversary!
Happy
Happy 10th
anniversary.
anniversary. Okay, guys, this has been the show. Yeah, so as I sign out today, I always say that the wedding will end, the rice will finish, the guests will definitely go home and move on. But what you build after that wedding is what lasts, okay? And this is how much you can take on today's episode of Behind the Veil with Ray. This is the show where we get to help you prepare your hearts as much as you prepare your halls. If you enjoyed this episode and would like to see more, please subscribe, share with your friends, like the show, comment. We're here for you. We're here to read all of your comments and serve you better. My name is Rachel Isaac. See you next time. Bye, guys.
Behind the veil, Ray. Behind the